What's coming is better than what is gone. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what do we got going on tonight with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Market's up, right? Everyone sees that Elon Musk is sitting there changing his Twitter handle to hashtag Bitcoin. Is this the reason that it pumped? I don't know. I mean, we've seen it moving sideways, right? Took the last plunge. We know that the liquidity crunch is real. People were talking about a possible another breakdown, but of course, you know, when you expect Bitcoin to do one thing, it always seems to do the other. So as everyone had anticipated it to drop down, we shot up. $387 million worth of shorts were liquidated. See the price sliding back down. Where were we at, Samantha? 34,000, a little more than that?
I think so.
And that's my lovely co-host, Sammy.
Good evening, everyone. I am so distracted right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think our neighbor got a mud truck or something because he's been out there on his property for the last hour. We thought he was done, but I guess not.
No, that was apparently our in the eye of the storm, 20 minutes that we should have just hit the button.
He had to run to the store and get more beer.
Oh, that makes sense.
I mean, 6 case only lasts so long.
I mean, they have yet to make the never-ending beer or alcohol.
So what are you guys doing? What are you guys feeling? How are you guys doing this evening?
Well,
we want to hear all about it.
Hi, Zaza.
Awesome. Zaza, thank you. I appreciate you for coming out here. Remember, guys, hitting the thumbs up, sharing this video out. It helps everybody get in the chat, right? Because that's what this show is all about, is that we keep the roundtable discussion going about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. We've talked about the revolution for a long time. And I liked it the way the guy on This Week in Bitcoin today said, GameStop is the battle, Bitcoin is the war. And it really, that is how it feels. You know, there seems to be a little bit of an awakening with this, with everybody being real feisty, right? Everybody is kind of upset. They're like, they were making money. How come the small person can't make money for once?
I mean, they're not. Yeah. All right. Zaza says that Mike says hi, but he's on the way to Little Rock. So he will not be watching right now.
Well, that's good, though. I'm glad to see that he's not snowed in anymore and that he's off and moving.
Yeah.
I see that the cold weather made its way down here. I got the jacket and the long sleeve on. I mean, it was beautiful yesterday, and then here we are, cold.
It was 80 yesterday. 80. I don't even... we got up to a high of 64 today. What the hell was that?
I don't know, but I did get to detail a 1978 Porsche. It was quite nice.
It was very old and pretty cool. And I mean, I was making the joke. I don't know what happened, but I guess the price of cow and horse must have been a lot for leather and suede back, because everything, all the pimp old vehicles, that's all they're covered in is leather and velvet. That's it. Neither one holds up well over time, especially if you do nothing with it. But it's kind of funny. All right.
Well, the news is the news, right? We've all heard the news. It's not like something happened in the last couple hours. Everybody's talking about what's happening with GameStop and how Robinhood and the other third parties that are allowing the average, mom and pop to be able to purchase stocks and part of stocks. They halted trading. So citing unusual markets.
Yeah, unusual, irregular market stocking something. Nice.
And then they turned to Doge.
Oh, they turned to AMC. Then they turned to somebody else.
BlackBerry.
Yeah, and then because when I shut it all down, they went to cryptocurrency. Because, that's what all smart people do.
Well, then they start taking deposits.
Yep.
So,
I mean, and everybody really is feisty about this, and I get it, okay? But in the same aspect, it is very...
It should be the big, huge, giant red and orange flag that's flapping in the face of the regular lemming saying, hey, no matter what, the system's rigged, man. Even if you had enough money to get into the markets and start, betting on stocks, it's not working for you.
Doesn't matter.
Does not matter.
It's like playing the lottery and then finding out, I guess, that yes, like, oh, you were never at, like, you had a 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance of winning it. And it's like, I guess nobody really wants to think that they are like the underdog, but like all of us are the underdog. That's what we're designed to do now.
When money is, the rat pellet, right? Because rich people don't work for the rat pellets. They work to have assets, right? They work to own stuff. They work to own companies and property. They don't work to make money. So, I mean, that's the first thing that we all did wrong, was going after the money. Right? Just like, I guess, like what my grandfather told me when I got into high school, right? You can either chase, a man that chases women is always broke, but a man that chases money is chased by women. I mean, as soon as we started chasing the dollar, we failed. We should have been chasing assets. We should have been saying we're big enough to own companies and properties and all of these things.
Are you trying to tell me that women are chasing you now? Mm-hmm.
I still don't have any money. What are you talking about?
Oh no. You like to just say you don't have any money. At all points in time, Eugene has no money. No money. Zero. Nothing. It's going to break the bank. Yeah.
You can't ask for nothing. So hopefully it'll wake people up, right? Hopefully Elon Musk out there changing his handle to Bitcoin will get people to start looking and trying to understand. Pumping Doge as a meme coin. Awesome, right?
I mean, Doge has gotten pumped a couple different times.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
That's happened quite a few times since we've been here.
Oh, yeah.
It's the easiest. It's because it's cheap, because there's so many of them. I mean, a Doge pump is never going to last because there's like trillions of those freaking things. There is, back in the day was own 1 million Doge in case it goes to $1, right? I don't know. Samantha still likes to argue and say that it should be dog-e, like, because there's a dog on it.
Dog-e. What the hell does Doge have to do with the little fluffy dog? Nothing. Nothing. But if I can't throw a Y in there, how would I spell doggy? E. Right? Yes, but when it is what it is. Potato, All right. Zaza says it's a sign of bubble. Oh, some is bubble signs. Signs of an unhealthy market. Ooh, and Satoshi James says, run, Forrest, run. Ain't you funny? That was all of middle school. Yay.
Right.
Thank you, Tom Hanks. Thank you.
I don't know. I seen the movie. It was an alright movie, but yeah.
Oh my God, it was boring. It did. I had mostly a hooker. What? I'm good. I mean, yes, it did have all the Academy Awards and whatnot. It was a life-changing movie one. I don't like anything other than horror. Okay, continue.
So what? So we're hoping that this is a big enough red flag that before the economic system starts to break apart, that more people will realize they need to be getting into Bitcoin, right? Hopefully the red flag flying and them saying, that really wasn't right what happened at Robinhood and to all of these people. They were, they were getting one up on the hedge funds. It was on them for shorting. And then, Elon Musk, I mean, 43 million people.
Okay, I mean, right? Yeah. Okay, there are a lot of little Musk cheerleaders or whatever. I mean, yes, little fanboys that are right. Like, yes.
I seen
for
Crypto
sure.
Chico, and we didn't watch it again. We didn't watch the one saying why Crypto Chico thinks Elon Musk.
Because we have no life, and we go to sleep, and we do horrible nothingness always. I know. We even had a day off, but it was before the Elon Musk video-ness. But yes. Okay, I mean, yes, I could see that potentially being something, but that in itself, it's like, I don't know. Cryptocurrency is so much more than Elon Musk. It is so much more than any one person.
Well, it's just that if these people really are looking for a financial mechanism to help them make money, and they're trying to use this whole get everybody involved concept, right? Because that's what they're doing. They're saying, well, let's take the opposite stance of the entities, right, as we call them here. Take the opposite stance of the entities, and all of us pile in, and then we're just as equal as they are, and we can move the market because they've already placed their bet and started thinking something and are way over leveraged at it because this is what they do.
It was one of the normal news is that we're saying that the reason why this, like the GameStop happened was because, I mean, a lot of people are out of work and are just, I mean, so what are they doing? Well, they're trying to come up with other ways to make money and stuff. So like they were dabbling and then they started thinking this isn't right. And let me pump this and let me do that. And now it's really not right. I mean, I get it, but it's also so naive to think that you have as much control as you do. Because that is the real problem, is that everybody thinks that they have so much control with all of these things, and they really don't.
Yeah.
You are relying so much on so many other people to say, yes, you can. And that's the problem.
Well, I mean, it was a two-edged sword that they made for themselves when they started allowing these things, right? For the longest time, the average person couldn't just get stocks on their phone.
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
You know, you'd have to go down the bank. You'd have to make an appointment. You'd have to talk to somebody.
You'd have a financial somebody and advising and
So when they started making this convenient and started making it so the average everyday person could get involved, then they should realize that there's also consequences. You know, it's not just only take the money from Jill and Joe's pocket. Right? You also have to understand that Jill and Joe are going to try to take money out of your pocket. And of course, people never have power unless we work together. That's the only strength there's ever been, is that strength in numbers. So obviously, finally, for one, people started getting it together a little bit because of a Reddit post and some memes. Well, that's great. The fact that they shut it down, hopefully it'll wake people up, right? And then hopefully Elon Musk and all of this will show them that there is a network out there that they can't be shut down from, right? The one that we're always talking about. If this were to happen on the Bitcoin network, there is no end to the pump, right?
No one can take, yes, no one gets to say, stop. So, yeah. And I mean, it was kind of nice that, I mean, as soon as they got shut down on all the stocks, they then went to cryptocurrencies. But, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, well,
Doge
because
is not the one.
They stopped the stock like 12 times or something across the last week. There is no stop to the Bitcoin price. I mean, just because Coinbase goes down doesn't mean that you can't send a transaction if you own your own Bitcoin. It doesn't mean that you can't get the price from somewhere else. It doesn't mean there isn't another exchange somewhere else in the world that's operating.
It's like me, you, and Zaza. We love you, man. That is it. Okay. Zaza says that he is the same, that he is perpetually broke. It is a good way to budget in an extreme way. Okay. Yeah, whatever. And Zaza also says that Brian is home now. Woohoo. No
Brian,
cause.
Awesome. I
no
know that
cause,
you'll be watching
though.
this later. I'm glad that you are home, my friend. My friend Kristen is actually home ill. I wish her the best. I want you guys all to send her good vibes as well. We know that having COVID, it's all fun and games when it's memes and TV, but when you gotta, you know, face the question.
Kristen has COVID, but in case, because you didn't actually lead with that one. Sorry. Yes. Okay. Brian, though, there is no, like, they didn't find a reason for his stomach stuff. So that's not very cool.
Well, at least he didn't go in there and get it, or hopefully he didn't go in there and get it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, because Kristen, it was like 7 or 8 days ago. So
we shouldn't talk about her.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. But no, yes, it can take a while, apparently. So, I don't know. Nah.
So it's just Zaza out there in the chat?
Yes.
If there's anybody else out there, please say hi to Samantha over there.
I want to
know what you guys are thinking. I want to know what your thoughts are. I know that this is the same topic that everybody else is, you know, going over in their videos. But it's because this is a big deal, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is. It is to the normal people. It really is. I'm sure there are quite a few people that are like just severely outraged, okay? Severely outraged at what is going on right now and why they cannot do and buy what they want. And I mean, I don't know if the Elon Musk thing has anything to do with that, but I'm sure that, yes, that man changing his hashtag crap to that is going to help push people, hopefully, into actually looking at it or thinking more about it because, you know, everybody thinks he's a genius.
Well, I mean, we've always talked about the psychological effect of Bitcoin, right? At first, you hear it and you don't understand it, but for some reason, it's like sushi, and like a little while later, it comes back around again, and you're more interested.
You didn't like sushi when I first met. He didn't like any Asian. No Chinese, no nothing. It all grows on you, doesn't it? Yep. Mm-hmm.
But it's the second time it comes around, you seem a little more interested. It seems like I can't really just pass this up.
Or you pick a better one. You go with, ooh, I don't know if I want raw fish. What do we got? We got vegetables and cucumbers and some cream cheese. That's the one. I mean, either way you look at it, it's kind of like sushi. Because, right? I mean, like, I don't know. We started with Ethereum. We owned more Ethereum than we owned Bitcoin in the very, very beginning because it was way more attainable. It was easier. Like, we bought it easier, and I mean, it was financially easier to dollar cost average.
And there was so much more hype because it was after the initial offering.
Yes,
it was when Ethereum had come to net and actually was up and running. So
yeah,
I mean, at $7 and $5 a piece, it was a lot more than what 500,
5 and 700. Yeah. Sasa says California rolls are his favorite. I like them all. I don't care. I don't even need to pronounce them. Like, doesn't matter. All of it's good.
I don't know. We've been working here for a long time, right, Sam? I mean, everybody has here in the cryptocurrency space to make the markets what they are, and we know what is wrong with the traditional markets. That's why none of us want stocks or really are involved with stocks, or we talk badly about stocks.
Right? Who's buying their stuff on Robinhood?
I mean, I wouldn't go buy stock on Robinhood. I mean, not only are you more than likely getting front run by the company themselves, but obviously you can see that they're not going to let you make $1 because if you actually pool together and do what you need to do to make the dollar happen, they'll cut you off. So when we look at these decentralized exchanges, when we look at these decentralized currency like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we see that they're going to run 24/7, 365, and the only problem is going to be network congestion. And we have resolutions for these things, but also that is the stop, right? Like GameStop got stopped 12 times, right? Bitcoin can only fit so many transactions per block. When it gets too high, it will slow the price down. And we've seen that before too. When the price gets going too fast, it gets to be $50 a transaction with Bitcoin because so many people are trying to move so much Bitcoin around, and it stops people from sending Bitcoin, which then causes the price to slide backwards or stay sideways until the network gets uncongested, and acting as its own stopping mechanism from crazy green candles going to the moon.
I mean, but it's also if you wait it out, you're fine. I mean, yes,
and
people are not patient. But
you just can't do it all at once because there is only 7 transactions per second.
Yes.
You can only transact so much Bitcoin. We are working on Lightning Network. We've seen a bunch of the exchanges get Lightning Network involved. That is what would happen if you started seeing the network get full of transactions. The fees started going up, and the price still needed to keep going up. All of a sudden, you would see people hopping onto these second-tier solutions that have been up and are working and have been getting upgraded. Like, I don't know, every 2 months I'm hearing about small upgrades along the way, telling us how Lightning Network.
Oh man, where's Vention? He uses Lightning all the time. Yes, but yes, they are actively working on, and it's not just Lightning, but I mean, we like Lightning more than
the Liquid Network is the other one that I'm not as familiar with it, but I know it has a lot to do with exchanges using it to exchange Bitcoin back and forth, and it's like a wrapping situation.
Yeah, there's a drunkenness. I mean, I don't know. I want to say that this is going to do something, but in the same aspect, I thought all of 2020 sucking as bad as it did was going to open people's eyes to
Yes, it's
so
like if you want to throw up a red flag and you want to say that across the last 5 years or last 10 years since Bitcoin's been here, how many red flags have there been? And if you're going to number them all 1 through 10, what's the number on this red flag?
We got to be into the hundreds or something in the 10. I mean, there has to have. Oh yeah.
But is this a big enough red flag to get people to wake up? Probably not. Is it enough? Like, is the quantity of flags going to finally be enough? hey, maybe this will be the straw that broke some camel's back out there, and maybe Elon Musk will help point them in the right direction. We can all cross our fingers. But we know that the price of Bitcoin is going to go up. I see it sliding down right now. Is it going to slide down further to what? I think they got crazy predictions. If we broke to the downside of like 22,000,
nice.
24,000, something like that. Possibly. I mean, you never know. I mean, we watched the Bitcoin price take 30 and 40% dips on the way up in a bull market. Could it slide down after this, 20% spike? Yeah, volatility is the name of the game, but that's what the revolution's about.
Once you watched it like kiss 20 and then drop to 3, it can do anything. Trust me, the entire time we were no. It can, yes, it can.
It'll be back tomorrow.
It can do whatever it wants and needs to.
Yeah, I know, right? Making the choice to stop working on the compound here and to actually have to go back out and start working again.
That was fun. Factory work. That was so much fun.
Well, I mean, we got off of it right away and started, working our own business. But at the same time, it was, nothing's forever. Right. As soon as you get stuck in that mindset, that's where the problem is. You always have to be ready to adapt and change. So why would finances be any different? And the more that we get adoption, the more Bitcoin will adapt to the world that we have. They can't hear your head rattle, Samantha.
Are you sure? Because you just said rattle, so maybe you can. Do you hear this? Oh, you can hear my necklace.
Is there anybody in the chat?
It's Zaza. It now says 2 people are watching, but Zaza's talking.
Well, if you guys got any questions or comments, please go ahead and put them in the chat. Other than that, I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Like I said, it is a matter of disappointment, acceptance, understanding, because that's what is all happening with this GameStop thing. We expected something like that.
Oh, it's that wheel of whatever crap. Yes. Oh, God. What is that thing? Yes, the anticipation. They're at like denial or something. They'll round it back out to whatever the end conclusion one is. Ugh, I don't like people emotions. They're too much.
Well, I know that we have links down below to the other social media platforms that we're posting to, in case you're not getting the notifications from YouTube. But if you go click that little bell and you click all, they're supposed to let you know. If you really want, you can go ahead and hit me up and I will start texting you. I've been texting some of our friends in order to let them know when we come on, because we like having this roundtable discussion. The more people that get out here, the better it is. You guys clicking the thumbs up and sharing this out, it helps YouTube know that they got to push it out to the 2,000 subscriber that we have. Right. We love it when we get 20 people in the chat. It's great.
I like it whenever we talk about Bitcoin, but yes.
Well, I like it when I have more information to bounce off of.
Yeah, because we definitely watch the same stuff and hear the same stuff. There were a few times and I'm like, did you read this article? But not that often. Is anybody giving somebody the news stuff? We love you guys.
Other than that, we have the donational address down below. We have Ooby Dooby coming up in Texas on April 23rd, 24th, and 25th. We are looking to pass out flyers. I put a little bit of money out of my own pocket in there to try to get the ball rolling. If we can get the money together for flyers for this one, we will pass them out, do recording, all that kind of stuff.
However, social distance, however they're going to fly. We don't know. Yeah. But yes. On a table.
But if it doesn't happen, not a big deal. We do have other events planned. We'll just keep rolling money over towards the next event until we can make it happen. I do have to, the bus has blown out reverse, and I don't think it's going to be up and running possibly for the festivals that we were thinking about bringing it to.
One of them we knew we weren't going to be able to because it said no SUVs or not RVs and buses. It had like a length. So,
Ooby Dooby wasn't going to be able to take the bus, the one here in April. But we did have some that we were hoping to. It just needs to get fixed. I mean, it could happen. You never know. $1,400 stimulus checks on the way, right? You got $2,000 monthly reoccurring checks. Craziness. But hey, if they give me free money on buying Bitcoin, I'm going to fix the bus. We'll pass out more Bitcoin flyers. You know we're going to keep on it around here like we always do. We're happy for the opportunity.
Zaza's a genius. Use the grabber claw thing to grab a flyer and stick it in their face. Then there's no right. What, Zaza?
Just sitting there walking up.
Boom, boom. You want a flyer?
Flyer.
Lysol can. Flyer. Yes.
All right, you guys. I super appreciate you guys coming out here, hanging out, listening to me rant about this magical internet money. I mean, I think this is a pretty big red flag. I think there's enough of them. I would say that the number on this one was definitely a 7 or 8 out of 10 to really get people to wake up to the situation. I hope you're still dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. I'm not here to give you financial advice, but we all got a long time left, right? So let's make a good plan for it. And remember, keep that BTC safe. Later, guys.
Bye, guys.